Hey yo, this is Rashid Nori, and I'm here with King's Court, where queens are raised and kings are born. So what I want to bring to you today is in reference to us fellas. You know, a lot of times we don't realize when it's over. So I'm going to touch on giving some understanding as to when to give up on a relationship. So with that being, most relationships are meant to last, but we wind up finding ourselves in predicaments in ways that are going to be contradictory to that belief. A lot of relationships are just for moments, a test, trial, tribulations. And some relationships don't even get a chance. Over in a couple days, over the first day, over in a month. Mainly because on our behalf, a lot of times we didn't have enough respect for the woman that we chose. So we just sexed her and discarded her. Or, another one in our case, where we would engage in in-depth conversation and get no results from the woman. These are issues that men find themselves in when it comes to relating with a woman. See, it's important that a man be able to speak his piece in order for peace to be grasped. See, we talk about what we like, what we want, what we desire, and y'all call us narcissists. We talk about what we would expect, what we permit, and what we will embrace. But y'all treat us like we're narcissists. That usually tells me that right there is something wrong with you. When you don't have the good sense to listen carefully to what's being said so that you can get some understanding, grab some realizations that are about the man that you're choosing to be with. Now, for us, it's a give and take thing. It's a give and take thing. I like to be able to communicate with a woman who has some substance, has some understanding, and shares her understanding, not just based on opinions. See, because an opinion is something that y'all love to tackle. Y'all love to give opinions. But an opinion is just that. It's an optimistic view of something you believe based on no facts. Yeah. An optimistic belief based on your feelings. And there's no facts, just your belief and feelings. And then as soon as we try to get you to understand that that has no validity, no way, shape, or form, you say, oh, we don't respect your feelings. Listen to me, dear ladies. Respecting your feelings has nothing to do with the facts of something. You got to respect our feelings when it comes to the rationalization of things that are true and factual. Don't sit there and say you got this little man syndrome or little dick energy and all that other stuff. It's stupid. See, because if a man is telling you something that's based on some facts and you know they are facts, accept it as being so and stop trying to debate it and fight it because you just don't want to believe in it. So y'all have an innate desire to just want to combat everything. It's a part of your nature. We understand that. Most of us do anyway. But nevertheless, it's not something that is going to get you anywhere in life. It'll get you some places, but it won't get you anywhere. You'll find yourself back at point A. You'll find yourself back at point A. So fellas, if she is no longer wanting you as did in the beginning, sure signs that you need to let go. Give up. Because she's not for you. She's not there for you. She don't care about you. All she care about is what you can do for her. How you make her look. How you validate her by your speech and your actions to do anything that she asks and will for you to do. Give up on that relationship. She's not for you. She's for the streets. Trust and believe me on that one. If she is no longer enjoying the intimacy, well, that's somewhat mostly, I'm going to say it straight up. Look, mostly it's our fault. Because we don't take time to understand the need sexually of a woman. Let me say that again. We don't take the time nor the desire to find out the need and desires of satisfying a woman. See, we think we can just ramrod, push the big one up in her, and she gonna be all right. But for the most part, getting her back banged out, she gonna be all right. But trust me, if you're not fulfilling all aspects of her desires to be pleased, she will lose interest. She will find someone else who is on cue, who will lick that pearly gate, who will dig for diamonds underneath the sea. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be willing to do what is necessary. Now, I'm planning on doing something to try to explain to you guys and show you brothers how a woman needs to be pleased. I've kind of mastered that. And it's not just physical, it's mental. See, once you get that mental stimulation from that woman, trust and believe the body will follow. Her desires will shine for you. Trust me on that one. But you got to be willing to make the steps. So let me just say this. If you don't like giving her head, you better learn how to finger. And if you don't know how to finger, you better learn how about other 5 G-spots. Well, it's actually 4 after the clitoris. But, yeah, there are other G-spots on a woman's body that you need to know and understand, man. You ain't macking nothing if you just slinging dick. Trust me, that ain't all it's caught out to be, man. Listen, I'm packing. For those men who are packing and stacking and know how to sling it well, if you ain't getting her revved up in the beginning, you notice how she get dry. You notice how she even start getting quiet. Like, it's more pain than pleasure. Or it gets to the point where though she's like now trying to rush you to come because she's not getting enough pleasure. See, there's particular places in the vagina that must be met. The clitoris, just at the hood, touched very slightly and very tenderly. The horseshoe around the vulva. Man, so many sensible points right there. She will begin to be so excited about getting you to come inside of her. But if you just, kiss around a little bit, kiss her lips, man, on the neck, your ear, and then you just shove it in, all right, you'll get some pleasure from it. But it won't last long. You got to stimulate that box. You got to stimulate that box. You got to stimulate her mind. You got to stimulate her soul. Because if you're not reaching her soul in the midst of it, best believe, bruh, if she doesn't fall for you out of argumentation or just being left sometimes, because, certain things we got to do as well to try to keep on her toes. Make her think. Like I said, stimulate her mind. Make her think. Challenge her thoughts. Challenge her understanding. Challenge her. That's sometimes another good thing too. When a woman feels challenged by a man, she's definitely going to stick and stay. All right, but the next one, and when she stopped wanting your communication and insight, that's a tricky one right there, because a woman loves to receive understanding from a man. It's like a godsend for her. You know what I mean? You're manifesting some clarity and some division in herself. See, because she's always had it pegged. She always knew where she was going. But if you can make her mind gears churn, man, you've done a lot. Just in that in itself. Having her believe that she doesn't know it all. Having her feel that she doesn't know it all. Listen, if a woman knows more than you, has more understanding than you, has more experiences than you, in the bed, in society, in the workplace, wherever the case may be, nigga, you better learn. You better learn some stuff, because she will eat you up. She will eat you up and spit you out. You'll be a game to her, a toy. She will not take you serious. So when she's wanting your communication and she's inspired by your insight, then that sister indeed is somebody you would want to spend your time with, all your free time, in fact. She's a queen. But when she loses that, you have failed some way, shape, or form, and communication is a must to understand where you've fallen off. So now we have when she's hanging out in bars and clubs and hanging out with the girls, and she don't invite you at all, no more. Man, know that she has stepped out. She is no longer in a relationship. She's now just hanging on to the possibility of you getting her a Birkin bag, Versace suit, or something of the sort. She got her eye on something else. If she no longer wants and desires to be with you at all times, all moments, at any time she has available, then trust and believe she is sick and tired of something you're not doing or something that you are doing. So try to get on top of your actions, brothers. You can't just put yourself out there and not have a way to swim. Like Bootzilla used to say. I ain't even gonna say that. That's about 5 of y'all heads. A lot of y'all young brothers anyway. Y'all ain't down with the Funkadelics. But anyway, when she hangs out in them, in the bars and the clubs and go hang out with the girls every weekend, and she don't ask for you to be nowhere with her, if you not asked to do anything with her no more, if you don't make plans, if you make plans to go out with her somewhere and she tells you, I got plans with the girls tonight. I'm hanging out with my coworkers after work. Man, if you don't put your foot down and she adhere, then trust and believe she's already gone. Somebody else she's dating. She's seeing somebody else. She's probably, in fact, fucking somebody else. All right. We forget that women love to travel. Women love to have fun. So you can't never stop trying to bring fun to her life. You can't never fall back. Well, listen, unless there's an understanding, okay, I'm falling back financially so that I can build some things, I'm trying to buy some property, I'm trying to start a business. If she understands this, then okay. But if you already got that, if you already established, if you already got some things with her, you got nothing but time in your hands, and then you making time for her, and she don't want time with you, Yeah, it's over. She don't want to travel with you no more. Yeah, it's over. She don't even want to snuggle with you, cuddle with you no more. You find when you wake up in the morning, she's not all over you no more. It's just as good as over, bro. And I mean, that may not always be the exact case, but you can best believe, you trust me and believe that one way or another, something ain't right. And again, you got to start learning to check yourselves, man. You got to start learning to check yourselves. We have a tendency to bring about an injustice in our relationship. And we think it's going to be okay because it was over. You know, or you may have done something and you got into a debate about it and she walked away and you think it was over. Trust, it ain't never over. She'll fester on it so much so that it became something bigger than life. You the worst motherfucking world now. But yeah. So if she is always trying to annoy you, argue with you, stunting on you, like in public stunting on you, man, confrontations after confrontation after confrontation, know for a fact, let go, bruh. Walk away. See, we have now fallen to this silly belief that love is attained. I don't even think love exists in the hearts of men or women because most of us truly don't know love. See, we have some fictitious beliefs and understandings of what love may be, but until you know God himself, until you actually learn to appreciate the creation, you know no love. You don't know no good. I say that to say this. It's practically impossible that you're going to sustain a great relations with women when you have no communication. You can't come home and be like, man, I just want to get a bed and just watch TV. Play the game. Nah, man, make time for her. Find out what's going on in her day, what happened in her day. Find out how she is now able to prepare all the things she is prepared for you to come home to. Like, she cleaned the house. Oh, man, this house looks really nice, baby. Thank you, man. It's beautiful. I love the way you're keeping it up. You know what I mean? Give her appreciation. Show her that you really appreciate the things she do, what she brings to your table. Listen, I mean, most of us, as for myself, look, I take care of me. I cook, clean, take care of, wash my own clothes, clean my house, and take care of my dog and cat. I've always been hands-on with my kids, and I try to be hands-on with my community and my neighborhood as well. But that's my understanding of how a man is, what a man's supposed to do. A lot of us don't have that. So I had those teachings from men around me. I surrounded myself with men who have character, had class, and had dignity. So with that said, brothers, always note these factors, because if they are the case, your relationship is gone, and just walk away. Don't sit and try to make nothing happen. Don't try to do nothing. Because surely if all these things occur and you see them for a surety, it's over. Walk away. Because you'll cause yourself nothing but a great detriment and a hardship that you don't deserve. If she feels as though she has gotten to her last, her end steps, her last walk down the aisle with you, it's over. Let her go. Let her go to whatever she's gone to already, because there's no need in you causing yourself a greater discernment, a greater trial and tribulation. Just let her go. With that said, like, share, subscribe. I'm on YouTube and Patreon. I'm going to try to get better for you guys and presenting my information and understanding so that we can become a little bit more in tune with one another. I'm Rashid Nori. This is King's Court, and I salute to you. One love, all the peace and blessings. Take care of yourself and your families. One love.